Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Mindy here, and today I have a Project Life album walkthrough. This is going to be my 2017 Volume 2 album.
I do have a video for Volume 1 if you want to check that out. It should be under the playlist Project Life, or you can go ahead and search for it on my channel.
In the past, I have had to split up my year into 2 albums, and that's what I did last year as well. What I wanted to do with this video today is to just show you where I was at and walk you through my process and my thoughts for getting this album completed this year. Many of you out there may be in the same boat as I am and need to go ahead and finish their albums. So I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to see what needs to be done and show you at the same time. So let's get started. What I did was to split up the album. I used this smaller page protector. Now this side is actually week 22, and I only had a couple pictures from that week. It was the week that the kids had their last week of school, so it was very busy. I was at the school almost every day that week, and so I didn't have too many photos. So I just wanted to keep it to this one page here. As you'll see, here is Noah at what they call field day. And then after field day, we had lunch together. And this is me playing parents versus students for the 6th grade. And then I have my 2 journaling cards. And then on this side, you'll see that I don't have much. You'll see that I don't have much done on this side. Let me scoot this over here so you can see. But I do have one photo, and then I put what this page is eventually gonna be, so I know what's gonna go in here when I get ready to sit down and print out my photos. And then I also have some cards. You'll see these are from the Fun Story Kit from Ali Edwards. And this one, and also these 2. I went ahead and put these in here because I knew I wanted to use them for this particular layout because of the colors in the photos, and it just was a fun day. I took the kids down to a local water slide park, and so I have some photos that can go in here. And then let's move on to this next spread. Now this is gonna be a regular week. It's gonna be week 20 and 21. And what I did throughout this album is go ahead and get it all organized. I've got the week numbers. I'm gonna go ahead and put 20 and 21 together. And then I've also got the dates that this spread is going to fill up. And then you'll see that I have 2 cards here. And I believe those are 2 little stories that I already had written down that particular week. So I just slipped them in there, and that way they're in here so I don't forget them. And I can go ahead and put those on journaling cards when I go and put this spread together. So maybe that will help you guys out as well if you are behind like me or have previous years that you need to go and do. And then we've got, now this is starting the summer. And I don't know about you, but summer for us is super busy, and I don't get a lot of scrappy time. So you'll see that I don't have much in here at all during the summer, but that's okay. The plan is to get these pages done this year, and I will try to get as many videos done as possible, so that way you can see my process. So we've got 23, week 23. And again, I stamped the dates for the week using my date stamp, my roller date stamp. And I found that this is gonna be really helpful for when I go to do my title card. So that way I have the dates all ready to go, and then I have the week number. So I don't have to look up what dates and what week goes to what. And we've got 24. And then this one is going to be all about a beach trip that we took. And then I put the date here. So I want to put our beach pictures in here. And then we've got week 25 and week 26. And then this one, as you can see, is about halfway done. I did this for one of my design team assignments. So this was when we went to the beach with some family that came down to visit. And so I have the date here, so I know what day it is. And so I just need to print out some photos and finish this other side, and that one will be done. And then we also have this one that's not gonna be a regular week, but it is gonna be July 4th. And I do have this card in here. I might not use it, I'm not sure, but it does have the stars, so I might cut it up. So we'll just see what happens. One thing I do want to talk about is these cards. You'll see that I have some more coming up. I've gone ahead and put some cards in here that I think I might want to use for that particular spread or that particular week. And so that way they're in here and ready to go. And so I don't forget about them in the meantime, and that way I can make sure I go ahead and use them. And we'll talk about that more later. All right, we got week 27. And then as you can see, this one's all done. This was another design team assignment. This week 28. Scoot it over here so you can see it. So this one was during July. That was a lot of fun, except for mowing the lawn. So I put no fun on there. And we were gonna get our trees in. And of course, Slurpee Day. That was July 11th for 7-Eleven. And let's see, all right, we've got week 29. And again, I've put the dates on here, and then you'll see that I have this card in here, and I believe we probably did some swimming, and so that's why I have this card. I can probably cut it up or not use it at all. We'll just see. What I've been doing is when I get my Studio Calico kit or my story kits from Ellie Edwards, or if I buy some online like digital cards, and I know that I want to use them in a particular week or for a particular story, I'll go ahead and slip them in here like I've done, like this one, outdoorsy or indoorsy. This was during the summer when we were at my parents' house, and we spent a lot of time outdoors, so I want to use that card. Then I also have this one that says adventure is out there. So I slipped that one in there. And also this one is from, let me see if you can see it. That one is from the Lost and Found story kit. So I put that one in there just for a reminder that I do want to use that kit for a lot of the summer stories that I have. And then I have this August goals, because it's gonna start August, so I thought I'd slip that one in there, see if we can get that to work. And then more pool pictures. We went swimming probably twice, and then we also went to a water park while we were during the summer, so those 2 cards will come in handy. So I encourage you, if you get behind even this year in 2018 and you have cards that you want to use for particular stories, just go ahead and slip them into your album. Just put some page protectors like this into your album, and even put the dates on there, or don't put the dates on there, but then when you go down to sit down and do your pages, everything will be there for you that you might want to use. Again, another one, we did go to see the wildflowers that particular week, so I have that Flower Power card in there. And then we've got 33 is coming on the end of, I believe the kids started school this week. And then we've got week 34, I believe. I think this one I did a process video for. So if you want to check that one out, it should be under the playlist Project Life, or you can just search for it. We've got week 35. I've got a card in there that I know I want to use at some point during this fall. And then I've got a story about my daughter, and another one I just wrote down on there. Okay, we've got week 36, and then 37, and this one's 38, and I'm pretty sure this one I did a process video for. I did this one for an assignment for Colorcast Designs, and she had a bunch of these wooden labels. And so I did that one for that. Let's see, do I want to talk about anything on here? We've got volleyball, and we went to a hockey game, and that was fun, our first hockey game. At least the kids is. And I caught Noah reading in bed one night, and then some adventuring we did. All right, then we move on to week 39. Got a couple more cards in there, probably from my Studio Calico kit that I know I want to use. And then we've got another week that's already done. Okay, week 41. Now this one is almost done. As you can see, I still need to finish this card up, and this one, and this one. But everything else is done, unless I want to add a few more embellishments, but probably not. I think this one is pretty much done. And then week 42. Again, I have another card that I know I want to use this week because I took a photo of something that I picked up at this, I usually pick up at the store all the time. So I thought that would be a fun story to tell. Now we've got week 43, which is, oh, actually it's not done. I have this card probably to do and that card, but I think everything else is done. And then this little bat came from my son. He drew this in school. His teacher had everybody draw something for the month of October, and so I asked him if I could put it into the album. So I cut it down and made it my title card. I have another one that's gonna go for Thanksgiving. This one was his drawing for November, so I'm excited to use that. Looks like this one Caitlin had a band concert and also a robotics competition. That is her robot Gerald. They named Gerald. I think his full name is Gerald III. And then week 44, I think this one is a video as well. This one was Halloween week. So of course we've got Halloween costumes and lots of pumpkins, and of course I had to put the Stranger Things in there because that was a big hit. We started watching that weekend when it came out. And then we've got week 45. Looks like I got a start on this one already, so that's good. Got some things in there, some cards and embellishments. This was when the Veterans Day Parade, my daughter Caitlin marched in the Veterans Day Parade. So that was a big highlight. And then we've got week 46, which I just finished up this week and I shared on my Instagram. So this was a fun one. Lots of fall stuff and more volleyball and that was this was her second robotics competition. And then this week is gonna be Thanksgiving. So I have this one in here. I have this card from, I believe, a Studio Calico kit. It says Gather. So we had some company come and family. So I wanted to use that card in that week. And then this will be the last week for my 2017 album, because for December, I do December Daily, and that pretty much has everything in there from December. So I am not gonna do anything in my Project Life album, especially since I'm so far behind and I wanna get this all caught up and done. So I want to thank everyone for coming today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And thank you also for coming and watching. If you're not a subscriber, I would highly recommend you do so. That way you can be notified when I do more videos. I do plan on doing lots more in this coming year and getting these done, as well as my 2018 Project Life. So thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for all your likes and comments, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.